Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, with the global launch of the game behind us, it's been, a few hours since the game has officially launched. I want to kind of go ahead and give you guys a beginner's guide video, specifically for people that really just like jumped into the game for the very first time, free-to-play users that they're not going to spend a lot of money, they just want to jump in, they want to play the game, they want to grind and get a somewhat decent team set up. I've actually got a couple of suggestions on a couple of Espers, specifically rare Espers, that I think are worth actually maxing out. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos of DISLYTE, then make sure to like button and subscribe to the channel. So let's head on over to the Atlas, and we're going to talk about specifically only rare Espers. Now here's the thing with this game. Honestly, like, there are so many fantastic Espers in this game, and all of them have their own unique set of abilities, and like they all have like their own specific like play style. There's certain areas that they work very, very well compared to like some of the other Espers. So always remember that as well. Like, there are going to be Espers that are going to be better than ones that I'm going to show you, specifically epics and legendaries. But I feel like with the ones I'm going to show you in this video, they're ones that if you actually invest time and your resources into them, they're going to pay off in the end. So the first one I actually want to talk about is Jean. Jean is a absolutely fantastic rare Esper. And one of the reasons why I actually want to talk about rare Espers is because they're very, very easy to max out pretty darn quickly, specifically with residents. Now the thing is with a lot of these Espers, you do need to make sure that you're going through and unlocking their abilities to their max, okay? And it's very, very easy to max out a character's overall skill. So let's go ahead, we're gonna head on back, and we're gonna go and take a look at the Esper that I currently have set up with Jean. Now, I don't have her relic set up currently as of right now, but if I wanted to, I could actually go through and actually swap out some of her relics. I think the ones I could go swap out is going to be for the Windwalker, and can swap out for Catherine. So it's very easy. She's a very easy character to build up. Specifically, what you want is you want high accuracy and you want high speed. You want her to go as fast as possible so she can activate her stun abilities. All three of her abilities right here all have stun effects on them. So the higher your accuracy, the better chance that you have at actually landing a stun. She really is fantastic. For a basic rare character to have all of her abilities be able to stun the enemy is going to help you not only in PvP, but even in like the story stages and stuff like that. So Jean is a character I highly recommend. If you end up getting her, she's super, super easy to max out. And even as of right now at level 50, you could probably keep her at level 50. You definitely don't need to push her to level 60. A level 50 character for Jean, I think, is like the money, okay? But the thing is, when it comes to actually maxing her out, you do need to make sure that you max out her Ascension. Because at the phase 6 bonus, you're going to get plus 20% to her accuracy, which is huge. Again, in order for debuffs to actually hit the enemy, you need to have high accuracy. That's what accuracy does. So focus on speed, focus on accuracy. Very, very easy character to build out. Super, super useful in almost any stage in the game. And you're going to find, like, obviously there are characters that you can replace with her, specific epics and legendaries. But for a rare character, I still use her on my team personally. Every once in a while, I'm like, oh, this is tough. I'm going to swap her in and she's going to do like a crazy amount of stuns. All right, the next one I want to talk about is actually Barton. The interesting thing with Barton is, like, there's some pretty decent tanks in this game, but he's the only tank in the game that actually has a defense buff for all of your other allies. He's a very interesting tank in the fact that he actually supports the entire team and not just focuses damage solely on himself. But he's also another character that you could build him out in very interesting ways. Okay, you could even build him out in like an offensive way, okay? Now, if we actually go ahead and take a look at this set that I currently have set up, I have the Tyranny of Zeus set. Damage dealt has a 20% chance of stunning the target enemy. It's a very unique build. It's one that I'm still kind of working on, but it's not too bad. The thing is, though, is with this specific build, you're gonna want kind of want to build a little bit more towards accuracy as well, because the ability that you're focusing on is his passive ability. Now, if a teammate with less than 50% HP is attacked, he throws his shield that damages the attacker for 20% of his attack and 80% of his defense, and has a 60% chance to taunt the target. So with this specific ability, and with this relic set going on right here, damage has a 20% chance of stunning the target enemy. I've actually seen him do some pretty crazy stuff in PvP and even in the later stages of the game, where enemies will attack my other teammates, they have low health, and then he will automatically just trigger his passive ability, attack the enemy, and apply a stun. It's a very, very interesting dynamic. But the thing is he's another character, very, very easy to max out. But again, you're going to want to make sure that you try to ascension him as fast as possible to get the defense plus 20%. Because with that plus 20%, not only does it increase his overall survivability, but it also increases his overall damage as well. Again, this defense up thing is fantastic. Specifically, if you're starting off in the game for the very first time, having that defense up is going to help you out a ton in the story stages. Now, again, with these rare heroes, there are legendary heroes and epic heroes that can easily overtake them. But if you're somebody who's a free-to-play player and you just want to jump in and you're getting a bunch of these rare heroes, Barton is another character that is very, very easy to just max out, get it over with, and you're ready to go. Now, the next one I actually want to talk about is Brynn. Brynn is the very first character you get in the game, and she's going to be probably one of the first characters you actually max out. And the thing I want to talk about with her is she's supposed to be a support character, but she can actually deal a decent amount of damage if you build her that way. Specifically with her ultimate ability, where she can deal up to 300% damage and apply a freeze and a defense down. That's going to help out a lot with some of the boss stages. She's specifically built, for me personally, I believe, for the story stages. So if you're having a hard time pushing through the story, she's a fantastic character, not only for her ultimate ability, but also for her secondary ability. Grants an attack up buff to all allied Espers for 2 turn. She is a fantastic rare character. So these are the 3 ones that I wanted to talk about mainly. These are the ones that I've actually personally invested a lot of time into and max them out, and they're very, very easy characters to build. For her, just go straight damage and straight crit rate. You don't even have to do that if you want to, since she is a support character, if you want to make sure that the freeze and the defense down end up affecting the enemy, you want to increase her overall accuracy, which you can actually see. I've actually got that built on one of her relics. I've got plus 53% increase the accuracy, so she can apply the defense down and the frozen. Just a very easy character to max out. Again, another one that you're going to want to make sure you go through and actually ascend all the way up for the accuracy bonus, so that her ultimate ability does even more damage on top of that. Now, there is one more Esper I want to talk about, but the thing is I actually haven't unlocked this Esper, so I can't give you guys any details on like builds or anything like that, but it's another Esper I want to specifically talk about because she's a shimmer-based Esper and has a lot of interesting mechanics behind her as well. So if we actually go ahead and take a look at her ultimate ability, deals damage equal to 100% of attack to all enemies with a 100% chance of reducing their AP by 15%. That's crazy. If the target is debuffed, then this will reduce an extra 15%. That extra 15%, I will tell you right now, that's going to be absolutely crazy in PvP. If you can basically increase her speed up to the point where she's going first, and then you have like a character like Clara on the team, like the one that I currently have that boosts my team's APs, you are guaranteed to have almost every Esper on your team go first, regardless of the team captain or whoever they have on the other side, which is absolutely insane. So each attack also reduces the target's AP by 15%. If the target has less than 30% AP, inflicts petrification for 1 turn. Another one that's just absolutely insane. And the thing is, too, if we actually go ahead and take a look at some of the strategies she has, speed and accuracy, there's one that I think would work out pretty well, which is a sort of Avatar set. Grants a 25% chance of using counterattack when taking damage, which would activate her passive ability, which then further reduces the action points for the target. And then her basic ability deals damage to target equal to 120% attack, but has a 75% chance to inflict speed down. She is going to jump on the field and basically just dominate speed and action points, which is going to be huge, absolutely huge for PvP. So if you're getting into PvP for the very first time and you have her, I highly recommend you try to max her out as soon as you can, because she's going to help you out so much. So guys, there you go. That's just a couple of beginner tips and tricks specifically targeted towards a couple of rare Espers that are definitely worth maxing out, and you'll definitely get your investment return back. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more videos on DISLYTE, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Well friends, my name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.